exceeding expectations in the delivery of outstanding, best value legal services to businesses, organisations and private individuals. If you want to deal with a different kind of law firm, get in touch now.
Good evening and welcome to Aberdeen Sports Village. This is the Scottish National Age Group Championships 2017. My name is Robert Taylor. I'll be doing your commentary this evening. With me doing the various analysis of the swimmers in the pool this evening is Jodie Laresh. Good evening, Jodie.
Good evening, thank you for having me.
Thanks very much. We have a pretty full programme this evening. This is the finals. We had heats for our older swimmers, that's those 15, 16, 17 plus, younger ones in the afternoon. So as you can see, we get underway with the event Girls 200 backstroke final. These age groups 11 to 13, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds and 17-18. Next event is the boys 100 backstroke final. Again, 5 finals. That progresses on to the girls 100 freestyle, boys 200 breast. Then we go to the far end of the pool where we have the girls 50 breaststroke final and the boys 50 butterfly final. So those are the first 6 finals that get underway. There are a total of 8 events this evening. We had 1500 metres this morning, Jodie. Some exciting and very interesting swims from some of the young girls here. We had a youngster who actually is just about 3 or 4 weeks off their birthday, 14th birthday, who swam a mere 3 seconds slower than one of the 17-year-olds who swam this morning. So very impressive. She was actually lapped every other swimmer other than the second place swimmer. So that was a delight for Iona McLeod, a very talented Dundee swimmer from Dundee City Aquanauts. Nikki Miller, of course, she had 17-17 this morning in the 1500 in the 17-18-year-old category. Nikki, youth squad member, and I would imagine that Iona with that performance will probably move herself into the youth squad this year. Certainly that will be the target for David Haig, her coach. But we have a fairly exciting evening ahead. After the butterfly events, we will then have presentations throughout. Please give us any feedback today. As you can see on the screen, have your say on Twitter, #Stags2017. So please drop any messages to us, and if we can read them out, we'll do our very best to do so. As you can see, the pool full of swimmers all round the concourse. We have a full schedule this evening and lots of parents in here, family members, so you can hear things just beginning to quieten down. We have Lord Provost of Aberdeen, who will be giving us a welcome to everyone for this evening's session. That gentleman is George Adam, who is Aberdeen Lord Provost. Camera at the moment not actually panned round.
To welcome you here to the Sports Village for the Scottish National Age Group Championship, or add my welcome today. As I said, my job is a very simple one, welcome you here, but also welcome you to the city of Aberdeen for this important sports event. In welcoming you here, I would particularly like to give a warm welcome to anyone visiting the city for the first time, and I hope if you don't get the opportunity to see more of the city on your trip here, that you can come back and visit us again. We're very proud of sport here in Aberdeen, and as well as this fantastic aqua centre here at our Sports Village. The Sports Village contains a whole range of other sporting facilities. And across the city, we have other great facilities too. We've one of the best snow sports centres in the country. At Curl Aberdeen, we have a world-class indoor curling centre, and Transition Extreme, again down near the beach here, we offer indoor rock climbing, martial arts, a skate park, everything you would want to everything you'd want to do for young people. So please, hopefully you'll get a chance to see some of that. Again, I hope you have the opportunity to see more of your city on this trip. I hope you have a great afternoon, and most importantly, I hope you have a good time at this competition. I'm often encouraging young people to get involved with things, to be active and to get involved with sport. But I know I don't need to do that with any of the young people here today. You're already active, participate in sport at a very high level, as we're about to see. So all I'll say to you is keep doing it, keep enjoying it, keep working hard, and over the next few days, enjoy the championship. Thank you so much. Thank you.
George Adams, Lord Provost from Aberdeen, just passing the mic over to Margaret Summerall, the SASA President.
On behalf of Scottish Swimming, I would like to thank the Lord Provost George Adams for joining us to open this year's Scottish National Age Group Championships. Please accept this token of our appreciation. Thank you. There you are. Thank you. I hope you're able to stay with us for the evening session, where I'm sure you will see some excellent performances from our young athletes. I would like to thank the management and staff of Aberdeen Sports Village for all the help and support they have given to the organising team in hosting this event. Congratulations also to our athletes on qualifying for this event, and I hope you achieve your goals you've set yourself for this week. Thanks must also go to the organising team, Scottish Swimming volunteers, technical officials, along with the volunteers from local clubs who are stewards for the event. Without all of these volunteers, we would be unable to run such a successful event each year, and your help is very much appreciated by us all. Lastly, I would just like to say I'm sure we will see some very good swimming over the next few days, so good luck to you all.
Nice words there from Margaret, getting us underway. The 6 finals this evening. I actually thought there was a little bit more, Jodie, but of course we did have a few extra events both this morning and this afternoon, the 1500, and we had some relays which are again heat declared. So we did indeed have 9 events this morning and afternoon, but only the 6 finals this evening. So as you can see, swimmers are just about ready to get us underway. For those of you in the know, our senior officials this evening, our referees Alison Finlayson and Sean Dawson, and John Pate and Eric Shields will be the 2 starters. And very welcome to TYR, who are the new sponsors for Scottish Swimming. You'll see the kit all around the pool. And they've provided some of the kit for our officials. You'll see them kitted out in the blue tops there. So we're up and running now, Jodie. In lane 1 we have Scarlett Ferris from Dundee City Aquanauts. In lane 1, Morgan Anderson, also from Dundee City. In lane number 2, Natalie Jones from Warner Bass Club. In lane 3, her teammate Abby Sinclair. In lane 4, from the City of Glasgow, Katie Shanahan. Her teammate Elias McQueenie in 5. Sophie Main from Mount Kelly down in the southwest of England is in lane 6. Rachel Saunders in 7 from Warner Bass Club. Rebecca Augier from Stirling Swim in 8, and in 9, Niamh Green from Dumfries Dolphins. So Jodie just about to get underway with the 200 metres backstroke, and this is the 11-13-year-olds. Most of these girls are 13 with the exception of Rachel Saunders. She's managed to make the final in lane number 7. She's a 12-year-old. And Katie Shanahan rather, in lane 5. Already got off to a very good start there, Jodie. She finished in 2:24.86. Very impressive this afternoon in the heats. Well clear of the rest of the field, and I'd expect her to dominate this one.
Yeah, really good underwater work off the start there. That's so critical in these backstroke events, and you can see the advantage she's got now just coming into this first turn, nearly a body length ahead of the rest of the field.
New 12-year-old national record at the Edinburgh International.
She'll be looking to try and get inside this 2:24. She broke the age group record just a few weeks ago at the Edinburgh International and has already opened up a commanding advantage. I really don't see anyone getting anywhere near her in this one, Jodie. Really very much about the minor places.
Yeah, absolutely. Really impressive swim as well from the 13-year-old. You know, it's these kind of swims, you kind of get the experience as you get older. You learn how to command races, but she's doing it from the outset at a really young age. Brilliant.
So at the halfway mark, 1:08.93. That's pretty close to what she was in the afternoon. A little bit faster than she was, so she's certainly on for breaking this 2:23 record, which she already holds. She's going very strongly. Also lying in second place, her teammate Elias McQueenie. And on the near side in lane 1, Morgan Anderson's going very well. She's going really well in third place in the pink cap. Coming down with 50 to go. Looks Katie Shanahan certainly has this one in the bag. Elias McQueenie, 1:46.55. She's got a lead of almost 5 seconds. Well placed Morgan Anderson for third place. It's really just a question of the time here, Jodie, that she's going to achieve.
Yeah, absolutely. It's her against the clock at the moment. 20 metres to go. It's looking like she's on for that.
And at the moment, it's still with just over 10 to go. Katie Shanahan, let's see what the time it's going to be. Is she going to get inside this? Oh, she's well inside. 2:22.17, and that is a new Scottish 12-year-old national age record. 2:22.17. Elias McQueenie, 2:27.01 takes second. She'll be delighted with that. A 1-2 for the Glasgow squad, and Dundee's Morgan Anderson takes bronze rather from lane 1. 2:29.74. A super swim there from Katie there, Jodie.
Yeah, great swimming, and also good to see a 1-2 there from the city of Glasgow. It's great to see the strength and depth from the clubs. See as well 3 Warrender baths in that event, 2 Dundee City, so there's a lot of strength and depth at the moment.
And unfortunately disqualification in that last final there, lane 1 for a technical infringement, but no change. Katie Shanahan 2:22.17, Elias McQueenie 2:27.01, and Morgan Anderson from Dundee City Aquatics 2:29.74. She'll be absolutely delighted. Lane 1 coming through there and taking a bronze medal.
Outside smoker.
Please now welcome the finalists for the 14-year-old.
So a great to get off to a good start with a Scottish national age group record for Katie Shanahan in that first one. We now move on to our 40-year-old finalists. In lane 1, representing Geary, Caitlin Dick. In 2, from University of Aberdeen is Mary McDonald. In lane 2, from South Ayrshire, Victoria McCormack. In lane number 3, from Carnegie, Morgan Lister. In 4, from Dundee City Aquatics, Iona McLeod. In lane number 5, from Carnegie, Ellie Turner. Rachel Grant is lane 6 from Ren 96. Alexandra Murray in 7 from Warner Baths. 8, Mia Blair, East Lothian swim team. And 9, Elaine Murray from Peterhead. This will be a fascinating battle in lanes 4 and 5. Iona McLeod, having won the 1500 free, just a shade faster than Ellie Turner, the East District champion. So this has the makings of a cracker. Barely 1700s from the heats this afternoon, so let's see what we're going to expect from both these girls.
We started off with a new 12-year-old
So,
record in our first final. It's
very
not
level,
the question.
but a very good start there from Anna McLeod in 4. Also Ellie Turner, a little between the two of them there. Jodie, good kick-off from both girls.
Yeah, it's a blanket start at the moment, looking very good in the middle lanes, as you say. Very, very strong, consistent stroke from lane number 4. She's looking good considering she swam this afternoon as well.
At the moment, almost 5 in a lane. Ellie Turner, she means business in this one. She's got off to a very good start, 32.50. So she's got over half a second advantage over Anna McLeod. Morven Lister, Carnegie teammate, in 3rd in lane 3, and in 2 and 1 South Ayrshire Victoria McCormack and University of Aberdeen Barry McDonald in lane 1. At the moment it's still Ellie Turner with almost a body length advantage. She's gone out very strongly, Jodie. What does she need to do in the second half of the race?
Yeah, absolutely. She's got to keep this rate going. She's looking very strong, very consistent at the moment, but it's always the third 50 metres in a 200 that burns the most. So she's going to have to really dig in now. Done this third 50, and then it's plain sailing to the finish.
Now Anna McLeod just beginning to move a little bit closer. Those two girls have certainly moved clear. Morven Lister in lane number 3 still holds 3rd place. It's still Carnegie and Dundee City Aquatic. So at the moment, Ellie Turner still with a good commanding advantage with 50 to go. Can the Carnegie girl get this one? She certainly looks strong, but a very good turn there from Iona has cut the gap a little bit. She's still got quite a bit to do. She has 30 odd metres to go. It's still Ellie Turner, still with over a body length advantage. Anna McLeod has that 1500 just taken a little bit too much out of her. It looks like it. This looks good for Ellie Turner. Ellie Turner's coming down. She's got at least 10 to go, but she's not going to be caught. Ellie Turner's going to take this from Anna McLeod, and Morven Lister in 3rd. She takes this in 2:20.27. Anna McLeod 2nd, 2:21.92, just over a second and a half back, and Morven Lister her teammate. Oh, that's lovely to see, Jodie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to see the camaraderie between clubs. Obviously, it's easy to get close with your teammates that you're training with every day. But yeah, it's nice to see that.
Wonderful, wonderful to see that at the finish. There you can see 3rd place, Morven Lister coming in. But no doubt about the winner. Took it out right from the start, meant business, and said, right, Iona, you catch me if you can, and didn't quite manage it. So we now move on to 15-year-olds in lane 1. Jessica McKee from Carnegie. In lane 2, representing Swim West Lothian, is Karen Heath. In 3, from South Ayrshire, is Sophie Cameron. In lane 4, Serena Iguanam from the City of Glasgow. Ellis Shields in lane 4 from Mulgine Bearsden. In 5, Erica Chopek from Best. In 7, Alice Meldrum from South Lanarkshire. In 8, Caitlin Dodds from Finns. In lane 8, Ellen Smith, Warner Bass. And in lane 9, Rachel Gillespie, Mulgine Bearsden. So, on to our 15-year-olds. And again, Ellis Shields in lane 4, Mulgine Bearsden. She'll be very strongly fancied to take this. It will be a shock if she loses. But, you can see the backstroke mechanism just getting pushed in there. She's virtually exclusively by all the swimmers now. Just gives them that little bit extra purchase off the wall. And you can see a very good start over in lane number 6 from Alice Meldrum, the South Lanarkshire girl in the blue cap. Also well there, Rachel Gillespie, Mulgine Bearsden. Her teammate Ellis Shields in 4, just beginning to come through now, Jodie. It looks as though Ellis is now just beginning to take it up after 25-30 metres.
Yeah, she's starting to find her rhythm now, coming to the end of this first 50. Looking very commanding. In that first turn, she goes 32.47.
So already Ellis off to a very good start in that first 50. Second is Alice Meldrum from South Lanarkshire over in lane number 6. And coming down after 75, Ellis Shields already gone a body length or more clear. Serena Guanam in lane 4, now coming through, the youth development squad member from City of Glasgow. She's just about challenging Erica Chopek in lane 5. Ellis now has gone at least 2 or 3 metres clear of Erica Chopek and Serena Guaram, who hold second and third, 107.63. And Erica Chopek, from your camera angle, looks as though she's holding second. And that's certainly the way it is, coming down with just around 75 to. So as we get towards the 150 mark, Ellis Shields still maintains about 3 metres advantage. Very tight for second. And off the wall, Ellis just extends that slightly. 144.75. There's 700s between Erica and Serena. That's the battle, but I don't see anyone catching Ellis coming down this final stretch, Jodie.
No, she's looking brilliant. It's almost a perfect spearhead. That's where you want to see it in the 16 years age group.
And Serena looks to be the one that's going to take second. She's just finishing a little bit stronger. And coming down with just around 5 to go. Ellis is going to take this. As I suspect, Ellis Shields takes this. Serena Guaram second and Erica Chopek in third. The winning time there, 2:21.36. So a little bit slower than Ellie Turner in that previous heat, but super swim nevertheless from the Mulgai girl. And there's the end taking that. 2:21.36. Serena's time 2:23.61. And Erica Chopek in third, 2:26.50. And that's the result on your screen.
As the girls come out the water, we now move on to our first set of presentations. And these
so we have a slight pause, Jodie. Get our breath back. And what happens this evening? We swim 3, present 2, swim 2, present 3. So over on the podium, we'll have our 11, 13-year-old finalists.
And the 40-year-old age group, 200 metres backstroke. The
bronze medalist.
30-year-old age group, Warren Anderson, representing Dundee City Aquatics.
Our 11, 13-year-old bronze medalist, Warren Anderson from Dundee City Aquatics. And the bronze medalist, representing Carnegie in the 14-year-old age group, is Lauren Lister from Carnegie. 11, 13-year-old silver medalist, Elias McQueenie from the City of Glasgow. And from Dundee City Aquatics, our silver medalist, Iona McLeod. And our gold medalist and Scottish National Age Group champion 2017 in the 11, 13-year-old age group category, Katie Shanahan, City of Glasgow, 2:22.17. That's the Scottish National Age Group champion. New record for Katie. And Ellie Turner, our 14-year-old Scottish National Age Group champion from Carnegie. So good start for Carnegie this evening, Jodie. First and third, and second and third for Dundee City Aquatics, and also City of Glasgow first, second. So let's hope we get a bit variety in the next one. But good for these clubs being represented early stages of this evening's finals. So we now move over to our 16-year-old finalists. So in lane 1, representing Western Bartonshire, Kristen Barrett. In lane 1, representing Best, is Lindsay Jack. In 2, representing the University of Aberdeen, Sarah Fraser. In 3, representing First, is Kristen Laurie. In 4, representing Heart of Midlothian, Lexi Waller. In 5, representing City of Glasgow, Emma Scully. In 6, her teammate Molly Young. In 7, also City of Glasgow's Christy Griffiths. In 8, Lauren Adams from Dundee City Aquatics. And in 9, representing Lerwick, Kayla Manson. Nice to see them from the Outer Isles, from Lerwick in this final. It's the young lady just diving in now. So our 16-year-old 200 backstroke final. Strong favourite Lexi Waller. I think it's all about second in this one, Jodie. Lexi some 5-6 seconds faster than the rest of the field, and she looked very comfortable. Ease down, so I'll be surprised if anybody gets anywhere near her. Off to a good start already. I'd expect her to take at least 2 or 3 seconds off that 2:19 that she did this morning.
Yeah, it's important to note as well that she's perfectly within the age group for the Commonwealth Youth Games. This is the first qualification meet for these swimmers. So the nomination time for her age group within this event is a 2:15.94. So watch the clock for that one.
And I'm sure Phil Potter will have that as a target for Lexi. It's there's every chance if she gets this race spot on that she could certainly do that. She's the British champion at this event, and already she's gone off pretty strongly. Emma Scully in lane 5 looks to be in second place, very close for third. It might be just in lane number 2. Sarah Fraser and Kirsten Laurie, they're tightly bunched for third and fourth, but at the moment Lexi Waller 1:06.02. So she needs something around 1:10 to get inside that time, Jodie. So ideally she needs to be somewhere around the 1:41 at the 1:50 mark. Emma Scully at the moment still holds about a body length advantage in second place. Very close for third between Sarah Fraser and Kirsten Laurie in lanes 2 and 3 for the bronze medalist at the moment. And off the wall, 1:41.41. Lexi's really got a motor fairly strongly, Jodie, down this final 50.
She has swum this race absolutely beautifully. Notice as well her technique. Her head is perfectly still, arms going just like a train. She's absolutely paced this right. She's looking on for a cracker of a time.
As you can see how steady she is down this final 15. Lexi Waller definitely going to win this by some margin. Emma Scully looks as though she's good in lane 5 for second place. Very close for third, no doubt about the winner. It's Heart of Midlothian Lexi Waller who takes us in 2:15.63. Oh, well done, Lexi. That gets you a time for the Youth Games in the summer. Second place, Emma Scully, 2:21.02.03. And third place, Kirsten Laurie, 2:23.28, gets up to take third place. What a super final 50 there, Jodie.
Absolutely brilliant swimming. She'll be so pleased with that, and that obviously puts her in the running to make the Commonwealth Youth Games. They're going to be in the Bahamas this year.
They are indeed, and it just so happens that a certain Phil Potter, Heart of Midlothian coach, will be with that Scotland squad. So yeah, nice swim from Lexi, and I'm sure the whole of the Hearts contingent will be delighted with that. So on to the last of our 200 backstroke finals, 17-18-year-olds in lane 0, representing first Lauren Pirrouet. In lane 1 from the city of Glasgow, Robin Crawford. In lane 2, representing Warner Baths, is Mary Swanson. In lane 3, representing South Ayrshire, Caitlin Duffy. Millfield's Isabel Jones in lane 4. Jessica Damon in lane 5 from Warner Baths Club. In lane 6, Heather Mulvaney from University of Aberdeen. In 7, Sophie Dodd from Dumfries Dolphin. In lane 8, representing Warner Baths Club, Niamh Ritchie. And in lane 9, Kirsty Pitts from Perth City. Well, Isabel Jones from Millfield, 2:20.28, was over 4 seconds faster than Jess Damon in lane 5 from Warner Bass. This is one of only 3 events Isabel's doing this week, youth squad member, so I think she means business in this one. Jess Damon actually won this at Tollcross last year. Super swim from the Warner girl, who won that to, I think, a lot of everyone's surprise, including Jess herself. So we wish her well in this one, but it's a big ask to beat Isabel Jones, who's got off well. as has Niamh Ritchie, who is also very useful on the 200 back. And she did get off to a good start, but she's dropped back a little bit. Now Isabel Jones beginning just to exert the pressure down this first 50, Jodie. Leads by about a body length from Caitlin Duffy in lane 3 and Jess Damon in 5.
Yeah, it's great to see these brave swims, because it's quite difficult on the 200 metres to trust in your own body, know that you can go out that hard and actually be able to bring it back. So for this to come from our youngsters is brilliant.
Yeah. Isabel at the moment still has just over a body length advantage, and this is going to be a big ask for any of the rest of the field to pull this back, even at this stage, Jodie.
Yeah, definitely. She looks like she's in control on this one. Again, a perfect spearhead. That's exactly what you want to see, but nearly 3 body lengths now ahead of the rest of the field, 2 in front of.
And certainly Caitlin Duffy, the West District champion in this, is looking good for second. Jess Damon, the East District champion in 200, lying in third. And I would say that this is probably Jess's preferred event over the week, so she'll be keen to at least get on the podium in this one. But Isabel Jones is looking very strong at the 150 mark here, Jodie. 1:42.24, just slightly slower than Lexi Waller. So can she just push it down this final 50? At the moment, Caitlin Duffy has about a second advantage over Jess Damon. So it looks as though they're going to have to settle for second and third. There you see a lovely snapshot of Isabel coming down there. Very smooth. Caitlin Duffy certainly looks as though she's got enough in hand to maintain second place from Jess Damon. They're well clear of the remainder, and Isabel Jones comes in to take this 2:18.01. Second place is indeed Caitlin Duffy, 2:21.51, and Jess Damon 2:22.57 from Warner Bass in third. So I'm sure all these 3 girls will be delighted with their swims. Isabel 2:18.01 takes that pretty easily by a good 3.5 seconds. So Isabel Millfield School in the southwest of England. Youth squad member. So no real surprise for her taking that one. Now that event is finished, Jodie, we'll go back over to the presentation area. We'll have presentations for the 15, 16 and the 17-18-year-olds race we've just seen. And I believe that we have the Lord Provost who's doing these presentations. So Lexi giving Isabel a big hug there. Both members of the youth squad. It's nice to see Isabel coming up to these Scottish events. Although she swims down at Millfield School in England, she is actually nominates Scotland as her residence country.
Just want to let those girls get out the water and grab their t-shirts. I can remind you, coaches, that any withdrawals and really team lines for tomorrow morning.
Great to see there as well, so much support from the University of Aberdeen.
Yep.
Nice big drum there at the front, lots of face painting. It's good to see the camaraderie between clubs, but also
Absolutely.
the support that comes from that inner network. It's so important at events like this, really getting behind your swimmers, it makes all the difference.
And there's young Dale from Warner. He deals with all the youngsters at Warner Bass, the sort of 11, 12, 13-year-olds. I often come across him some of the early mornings when I take my youngster in at training at the Commie Pool. So,
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the girls' 200 metres backstroke.
So our presentations.
The bronze medalist from Best, Erica Chopek.
Erica Chopek from Best is the bronze medalist in the 15-year-old category. So well done to Erica. Kirsten Laurie is the bronze medalist from First in the 16-year-old category. And Jess Damon from Warner Baths in the 17-18-year-old category.
Jessica Damon.
Well done to these young ladies.
Silver medalist in the 50-year-old age group.
And Serena Iguaram, the City of Glasgow swimmer, takes the silver medal. City of Glasgow's Emma Scully in the 16-year-old age group category. And Caitlin Duffy, South Ayrshires Caitlin Duffy. So that's our 3 silver medalists. And our Scottish National Age Group champions in the 15-year-old category, Began Bearsden's Ellis Shields. 16-year-old age group category is Lexi Waller in that super time of 2:15.63. And Millfield's Isabel Jones takes the 17-18-year-old age group.
Many thanks, Mr. Adams, for presenting those medals.
So George Adam, the provost, doing those presentations. And good to see all these youngsters getting into the spirit this evening with the drums. Plenty of atmosphere poolside.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so we move on to backstroke for the boys. And 5 finals coming up. We kick off with the 11, 13-year-olds. So all these boys, incidentally, are 13, no 11 or 12-year-olds. So we have in lane 1, representing South Ayrshire, Callum Dunn. In lane number 1 from Perth City, Jamie McGregor. In 2 from Geary, Ben Barclay. In 3 from Millfield School, Evan Jones. In lane 4, Cameron Travis from the University of Aberdeen. In 5 from First, Jake Kirkham. In 6, Ren 96's Ewan Houston. In 7, Harry Nicholson from Durham City. And in lane 8, Ewan Dunst, Swim West Lothian, and Sam Glance from Warner Baths is in lane 9. So very open this one, the 13-year-old final. This could literally come from quite a number of lanes here. Some of these lads singing their hearts out this morning, so just to qualify. Times here 1:08.96. That's Cameron Travis in lane 4 through to Sam Glass in 9, 1:12.12. So no guarantee the centre lanes will dominate in the younger age group category. You'd expect that on the times from the heats, but let's see how this one transpires. Certainly expect Cameron Travis and Jake Kirkham to be very prominent in middle lanes. They've got off to a good start, as has in lane 7 Harry Nicholson from Durham City. And certainly he's off to a good start there, Jodie.
Yeah, looking really good. Again, there are a few of them up front at the moment. There's 3, it looks like, at the top of the screen just there you can see, but it is the red hat in lane number 7 at the moment that's looking really, really good coming into the flag there.
Always very important to get off to a good start with it. This just being 100, at least on 200 you've got that little bit extra time to make it up. But over in lane 7, Harry is going really, really well. Still maintains about half a metre advantage. They're beginning to come back at him. In lane number 4, Cameron Travis. In 3, Evan Jones and Jake Kirkham in lane 5. And coming down very strongly in 4, Cameron Travis just beginning to take it up from Harry. It's lane 4 who's going to take this at the death. Cameron Travis takes this very close for second. Harry just held on to take second. Winning time for Cameron, 1:07.63. Harry's time, 1:08.22. And Jake Kirkham just got up to snatch third place at the death, 1:08.83, 1:08.92 for Evan Jones. Very tight finish there, Jodie, for the minor places, third and fourth. No doubt Cameron finished nice and strongly to take that up, but Harry from the outside lane just about held on.
Yeah, brilliant swimming. He really powered through in that final 20 metres when it counted. Reminded me a little bit of one of our older backstroke swimmers who always comes through in the final 50 metres. Perhaps one to watch for the future.
That's the key thing.
In lane 1, representing East Lothian, Sean
So,
Craig
kicking off with our 14-year-old final now. In lane 0 from the University of Aberdeen, James Taylor. In lane 1 from the East Lothian swim team, Sean Craigmile. In lane 2 from Dumfries Dolphins, Spencer Bullivant. In lane 3 from Winchester, Marcus Scullion. In lane 4, Mark Ford, South Lanarkshire. 5 is Jack Munsey from Perth City. In lane 6 from First, Elliot Miller. In 7 from Warner Bass Club, Joshua Aspinall. In lane 8, Cairn Martin from North Lanarkshire. And in lane 9, Jamie Ferguson from Midlothian. Well, I can't see past Mark Ford in lane 4 here, Jodie. He was very, very impressive, this young man.
Yeah, nearly 2 seconds ahead of the rest of the field from the heats this morning. South Lanarkshire boy, Andy Figgins and co doing a great job down there. We'll see what he can do.
It's our 14-year-old final. And already you can see in the middle lane just how well Mark's got off. Got off to a strong start, along with Jack Munsey in 5, Elliot Miller in 6. And already you can see the blue cap with the S on it, South Lanarkshire. Mark Ford still gone about half a body length clear. Very close behind him, Jack Munsey, Elliot Miller, Marcus Scullion in 3. However, Mark Ford already a body length or more clear at the halfway mark, Jodie.
Yeah, 30.26 there at the turn. Really, really impressive swimming. He's absolutely powering at the moment as he comes into the final 25 metres. Looking really, really strong.
Very good turn there from Jack Munsey, maintaining second. It's all about third, I think. Mark Ford certainly is going to get this well in the bag. Jack Munsey in second. Elliot Miller and Marcus Scullion battling out for third, but Mark Ford takes this. Second place is Jack Munsey, and third place Elliot Miller in lane 6. That's our 1, 2, 3. Mark Ford 1:02.14, almost the very same time as he did this morning. So very impressive swimming there from Mark. Jack Munsey 1:03.89, 1:05.22 for Elliot Miller.
Looked pretty pleased with that as well.
Certainly did.
Cap off there.
I'm sure that won't be the last goal that Mark achieves over the 5 days. We'll certainly see him in a few more finals. Expect to see him pretty strong on butterfly later on. So next event will be the 15-year-olds, and after that one we then move on to presentations again. So on to 15-year-olds. In lane 0 from Warner Bass Club is Magnus Rowley. In lane 2 from the University of Aberdeen is Andrew Arthur. In lane number 2 from the City of Glasgow, Conor Massey. In lane number 3 from Warner Bass Club, Liam McLaughlin. In 4 representing the City of Glasgow, Ryan Robertson. Lane 5, Stirling Swims, Alexander Harris. In lane number 6, Fraser Wilson from Midlothian. In lane 7, representing the University of Aberdeen, is Archie Quillen. In 8, representing Swim West Lothian, Alistair Duns. And in lane 9, representing South Lanarkshire, Keir Buchanan. Now lane 4, Ryan Robertson, 1:02.18. Ryan has really developed to a very powerful young swimmer this last 6 or 9 months in the West District, coming through from almost nowhere, Jodie, and been very impressed watching him swim when I've been over the district, so he'll take some beating. (1:02.18). He had a second and a half advantage over the rest of the field. Good start nevertheless from Fraser Wilson in the green cap from Midlothian, and certainly Fraser Wilson's got off to a good start along with Alexander Harris in 5. at the moment. Very little between those two. Ryan Robertson beginning to come through. Also Conor Massey in lane 2, going fairly well. And at the halfway mark, little between Fraser Wilson, Ryan Robertson, Alexander Harris, 39, 30, 47. And Ryan Robertson just beginning to take it up. Fraser Wilson still in lane 6 in second. He's beginning to tighten up for second and third. Ryan Robertson, Jodie, just beginning to pull away slightly here.
Yeah, he's absolutely turning on the afterburners in his final 10 metres, pulling away from the other two guys in lanes 5 and 6.
And Ryan Robertson takes the second place. It's going to be Alexander Harris and Fraser Wilson. So again, lanes 4, 5 and 6 as we were. Taking 1, 2 and 3 and 1:01.75 improvement on his entry time from this morning. From this morning's heats 1:02.18, so almost half a second improvement, and it looked like he enjoyed that swim, Jodie.
Yeah, and that was great show of stamina there as well. Just being able to switch it on. You know, the other guys, they were keeping up with him the whole way, and then just suddenly said, nope, I'm going to go. This is my race. I need to get out to the finish.
Very strong finish from the other two lads in second and third, but the damage was all done out at that final turn there. Ryan just opened up his body and went a good half second clear. So moving on to our presentations, the 11-13-year-olds. Jake Kirkham from first. Our 14-year-olds, Elliot Miller, also from first. Our 13-year-olds, Harry Nicholson from lane 7 from Durham City, 13-year-olds, and our 14-year-olds, Jack Munsey is the silver medalist from Perth City, Scottish National Age Group Champion 2017 in the 11-13-year-olds. Cameron Travis from University of Aberdeen Performance, and no surprise to see Mark Ford, Scottish National Champion in the 14-year-old age group category.
Well done, boys, and thank you to Mr. Sinclair for doing the presentations.
Certainly for the younger lads there, 13-year-olds, that'll be their first time on a podium, so they'll be delighted to get first, second or third. It doesn't matter, even a third is fantastic for these young lads.
For the boys, 16-year-old 100 metres backstroke.
So we move back to the action in the pool, and it's 16-year-olds. In lane 0 from Western Bartonshire is Carol Barrett. In lane 2 from Warder Bass Club, Callum Chittleborough. That's Dad in the background, by the way. In lane number 2 from North Lanarkshire is Callum Warnock. In lane 3 from the Broch, Ian Lovey. In lane 4 from first, Keir Edgar. From Arthur Midlothian in 5 is Finlay Saunders. In 6, Maxwell Cattermole from Arbroath St Thomas. In 7, Logan Eason from Stirling Swim. And Connor Logan in 8 from the City of Glasgow. Jamie McDonald, Warder Bass in 9. Well, Keir Edgar in 5 will be a very strong favourite. Finlay Saunders swam out of his skin to actually get second in the heat, so will he manage to get anywhere near Keir? Let's see how this one goes, but as you can see, Keir Edgar ready to get going. Our 16-year-old backstroke final underway. Keir 1:00.50, and Keir's got off to a good start there. Jodie, Jamie McDonald on the far side from Warder Bass also well there, and Connor Logan from the City of Glasgow. But we've now got coming through in the centre lane, Keir Edgar beginning to take this up now, Jodie.
Yeah, this age group as well, first eligible age group for the boys for the coming youth games. So looking good there in lane number 4, Keir Edgar. He turned in 29.38, so just under the 30-second mark for him. The nomination time for the boys in this event is quite steep, 56.81. His entry time of 1:05, so let's see what he can do.
And Keir Edgar looks as though he's got this well in the bag. It's all about second, Ian Lovey and Finlay Saunders in 3 and 5. And Keir Edgar's going to take this. Ian Lovey in second, Finlay Saunders in third. Close, 59.72 for Keir, only one under the minute. Ian Lovey 101.81 takes second. And a Hearts lad, Finlay Saunders in third, 101.87 there. Coming down at the finish there, Jodie, we see Keir. Nice.
Yep, nice dip
nice
finish
there.
Nice
yep. Strong finish from Keir. So from lane 4, 59.72 takes that very nicely. Now moving on to our 17-18-year-olds in lane 0 from Dumfries Dolphins, Lewis McLeod. In lane 2 from Finns is Kyle Pate. From North Lanarkshire in lane 2 is Thomas Balfour. In lane 3, Scott Gibson from South Lanarkshire. In lane 4, Scott McClay from Perth City. Joe Watt, City of Glasgow in lane 5. In 6, Finlay Deans from University of Aberdeen Performance. In 7, from the City of Glasgow, Duncan McKinney. In lane 8 rather, Richard Laird from South Lanarkshire. And City of Glasgow's Lawrence Campbell goes in lane 9. So as Jodie was saying, target time 56.81. Okay, Keir Edgar at 16's going to be pushed to do that, but Scott McClay 59.78 in the heats. And he was really not swimming it at all. He just eased up so much in the last 10 metres. Scott getting ready. I would think this could be on as well. So the 17-18-year-old 100 backstroke final underway. And Scott's off to a good start there, Jodie.
Yeah, making up for this morning. He obviously means business in this final tonight. He's straight up and away. Really quick break from him. Let's see if he can keep this going, but he's looking powerful so far.
Scott Gibson in 3, Joe Watt in 5, either side of him, not that far behind. Finlay Deans in 6. It's pretty close even at the halfway mark. This is a really good race coming down with 50 to go. Scott McClay 28.55. He's got lots to do to try and get inside this 56.81. It's all about winning the race first of all, and then you worry about the time. Scott really beginning to put motor down the final 20. Very close for second. Scott Gibson and Joe Watt, they're vying for second place, but the Perth man's going to take this pretty easily. Scott Gibson and Joe Watt in second and third. And Scott McClay takes this 57.87. Scott Gibson 58.35 and 59.12 for Joe Watt. Well, do you just reckon he ran out of puff down that final 25 there, Jodie?
He did look like he took it out quite hard. It was a very brave effort from him. But as you say, it is about the wins. It's not all about the times. This is one of 2 chances for them to make the nomination time for the Commie Youth Games. So he'll take some learnings from this, I'm sure, and hopefully get it at the last opportunity.
Yeah, I'm sure. And Dixon will sit down with him and work the next race, so they get it spot on next time. But nevertheless, Perth man dominant again in that. I'm pretty sure that, like Matt Ford, won't be the last time we see him on a podium in the number 1 position. So well done, Scott. And back to presentations. We do the presentations for our 15, 16 and 17, 18-year-olds very shortly.
As the boys clear the water, ladies and gentlemen.
So we've had some pretty strong performances already in the pool, the first 2 events.
Welcome Duncan Sinclair, the CEO of Aberdeen Sports Village, to present the medals.
So we get underway with presentations over in the corner, as you can see.
And the 17-18-year-olds.
So we'll have our bronze medalists just getting ready. And I'm pleased to say that Jodie's with us all weekend, or Thursday right through to Sunday, the five days, supporting the commentary team. So glad to have her with us, passing on all that depth of knowledge.
Ladies and gentlemen, please now welcome the medalist for the boys 100 metres backstroke.
So there's the young men making their way to the podium. So our 15-year-olds, first of all, from Midlothian is Fraser Wilson. Heart of Midlothian's Finlay Saunders is the bronze medalist. He'll be pleased with that one, I'm sure. And Joe Watt, City of Glasgow, in the 17-18-year-old category. Stirling Swims, Alexander Harris, Stirling Swim in silver position. Ian Lovey from the Broch is the 16-year-old silver medalist. And Scott Gibson from South Lanarkshire is our silver medalist in the 17-18-year-old category. Our Scottish national age group champion in the 15-year-old category from the City of Glasgow, Ryan Robertson. From first, our 16-year-old Scottish national age group champion, Keir Edgar. And you've just seen him in the pool a moment ago. From Perth City, our 17-18-year-old age group champion is Scott McClay.
And our thanks to Duncan Sinclair for doing the presentation.
And Duncan Sinclair is a gentleman that is doing those presentations for us.
Thank you, boys. We now move on to event
So
1, 2, 3.
our next event
the girls 11 to 13
is event 1, 2, 3.
100 metres freestyle.
This is the 11 to 13-year-old 100 metres freestyle final. All these girls, with the exception of the girl in lane 9, are 13. So in lane 0, we have from Swim West Lothian, Emma Parker. In lane 1, from City of Birmingham, Alicia Greenshields. In lane 2, Emma Jeffrey from North Lanarkshire. In lane number 3, from the University of Aberdeen Performance, Anya Slesser. In lane 4, from the City of Glasgow, Katie Shanahan. In lane 5, from Highland, is Katie Hay. In 6, from South Ayrshire, Lucy Grieve. In lane 7, from Wanderbaths, is Natalie Jones. Her teammate Lucy Trotter in 8, and Sashka Wade from the City of Glasgow is in 9. So on to our 11-13-year-old final, and there we have all the Swim West Lothian contingent. They'll be giving it loudly for Emma Parker in lane 0, trying to cheer her home. You can see her there in the light blue cap. In lane 0, Katie Shannon again will be strong fancy in this one. Jodie?
Yep, definitely. Let's see how well she's recovered, how well she swum down between the 100 backstroke just now, sorry, the 200 backstroke and the freestyle. She's looking good at the moment.
Lucy Grieve in 6 and Sasha Wade in 9 got up to a good start. However, Katie Shanahan, Anya Slesser in 3, also in 2 Emma Jeffrey, they're well there, as is Natalie Jones in 7. At the moment, that's how it is. Katie Shannon, Anna Slesser, Emma Jeffrey and Natalie Jones. And it's the City of Glasgow girl just beginning to pull away again, Jodie. She's gone half a length clear.
Yep, she is looking really good at the moment. This is going to start hurting her now. Back-to-back races always do, but this is the beauty of age group swimming.
So with 15 to go, Katie Shannon's certainly going to take this very close for second. Anna Slesser, Emma Jeffrey. Katie Shannon takes this. Looks like Anna Slesser and Emma Jeffrey. And that's how it finishes. Katie Shannon 1:00.73. Second place, Anya Slesser 1:01.35 and Emma Jeffrey 1:01.52. So win number 2 for Katie Shanahan. Very dominant City of Glasgow swimmer. Head down in that final 5 metres. Don't be, just get the work done, get the business finished with. 1:00.73. Well done, Katie. So back to the 14-year-old finalists now. In lane 0 from the University of Aberdeen Performance, Mary McDonald. In lane 1 from Wanderbaths Club, Eve Corrigan. In lane 2 from Leatherhead, Kirsty Flynn. In lane 3 from Heart of Midlothian, Emma Russell. In 4, Rosie Morgan at University of Aberdeen Performance. In 5, Ellie Riley, Heart of Midlothian. In 6, Ellie Turner, Carnegie. In 7, Katie Goodburn, Warder Baths. In lane 8, Kitty Chan, the City of Glasgow. In 9, Jennifer Murray from North Ayrshire. And you can see the quality of this field. Katie Goodburn in 7, East District champion. She's not even in the middle lane in the heats, so just watch out for her. She might just shock some of these in the middle lane, but Rosie Morgan was very, very smooth this morning. I don't think the rest of the field have got much chance if she does the very same as she did earlier today, and she's already got off to a good start, as has Katie Goodburn in 7. They're both off to a very good start. The two Hearts girls in 4 and 6 swam very well, as did Ellie Turner. At the moment, it certainly looks as though it's Rosie Morgan in lane number 4. Katie Goodburn in 7's going well, Jodie. It's nip and tuck between the two. 28.46, 28.49, 300ths. And Katie Goodburn's going well, Jodie, over that far side.
Yeah, both girls looking very smooth at the moment, not much between them at the minute. I think it is still lane number 4 that's edging ahead.
And Jodie, it looks as though Katie Goodburn is just getting headed by Rosie Morgan. Shooting a little between it, Katie Goodburn, Rosie Morgan and Katie Goodburn. It's felt the touch, Katie Goodburn just touched out of it. Rosie takes that. Coming through third is Ellie Riley. Oh, what a super finish there. Rosie Morgan, 58.73, 58.98 for Katie Goodburn in 7. And the Hearts girl Ellie Riley gets up 59.98. All three girls under the minute. What a super finish there. On the touch, she just timed it perfectly. Well done, Rosie. Got another good swim out of one of his outside lanes. Katie Goodburn in 2nd, and the Hearts girl Ellie Riley in 3rd. So back to the action. Our 15-year-olds in lane 0 from Midlothian, Ailey Redpath. In lane 1, Lauren Weatherall from the City of Glasgow. Rebecca Reid, University of Aberdeen Performance in 2, her teammate Gaia Alcaraz in 3, Georgina Dennis from Mount Kelly in 4, Lucy Ross, South Lanarkshire in 5, Serena Iguanum, City of Glasgow in 6, Erica Chopek from Best in 7, Victoria Duncan first in 8, and Alex Warner, University of Aberdeen Performance in 9. Some well-kent names again in this one, Jodie. Serena Iguanum back in the pool. So let's see if she can get back on the podium in this one. Big ask, Georgina Dennis and Lucy Ross, 59.86, 1:00.57. They'll be strongly fancied to take this one. Georgina Dennis only 1 sub a minute. Let's see if she can maintain that dominance in this one. And Lucy Ross in 5 got the slightly better start, but already it's very level after 25. As you can see, Jodie, from the screen, even in the near side, Ailey Redpath is going well. Also in 2, Rebecca Reid. It looks as though it's Lucy Ross, 28.83 from Rebecca Reid. It's Lucy Ross, the youth squad member from South Lanarkshire. She's stretching as much as she can to just try and pull away. Georgina's coming through strongly in lane 4. It's between those two. Georgina now just beginning to power her way to the front. It's Georgina Dennis from Lucy Ross. It's certainly at the death. Georgina's going to take this very close for 2nd. Lucy Ross hangs on to take 2nd. Rebecca Reid in 3rd. What timing there for Georgina to come through there strongly and take that. So the winning time there, 58.60, 59.81 for Lucy Ross, and Rebecca Reid 1:00.11. She was flying down that last 25 there.
Again, as the ladies make their way out the pool, we'll move over to
Mount
the
Kelly
presentation
again
area.
from
This time
southwest
it's Forbes Dunlop,
England.
the CEO of Scottish Swimming, who will be presenting the medals. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the girls 11 to 13 and 14-year-old age group in the 100
So we
metres
move over
freestyle.
to presentations after the 15-year-olds.
From North Lanarkshire swim team, Emma Jeffrey.
So Emma Jeffrey, our bronze medalist
The bronze medalist
from
in the
South
14-year-old
Lanarkshire.
age group from the Heart of Midlothian, Ellie Riley.
Ellie Riley, bronze medalist from Heart of Midlothian.
The silver medalists in the 11 to 13-year-old.
11, 13-year-olds, Anna Schlesser from the University of Aberdeen Performance.
And the 14-year-olds from
And Warner Bass's Katie Goodburn, also silver medalist.
And our gold medalist in Scottish age group champion.
Scottish National Age Group champion 2017.
Katie Shanahan.
The 11, 13-year-old category, Katie Shannon from the City of Glasgow.
14-year-old age group from Aberdeen
And
Performance,
from the
Rosie
University of
Morgan.
Aberdeen Performance, our 40-year-old Scottish National Age Group champion,
Congratulations, girls.
Rosie Morgan.
Thank you to Forbes for doing the presentation.
Well done, ladies. Aberdeen Performance, 1-2 there.
We now please welcome the girls for the 16-year-olds.
So back to the action in the pool, Jodie. We move on to our 16-year-olds.
Representing University of Aberdeen Performance, Kirsty Stewart.
So in lane 0 from University of Aberdeen Performance is Kirsty Stewart. In lane 1 from Millfield, Emma Harvey. In 2 from Swim West Lothians, Emma Govan. In lane number 3 from South Ayrshire, Katie Robertson. In 4, Sophie Smith from Arbroath St Thomas. In 5, Roisin Ramsey, Wander Bass Club. In 6, Kiana McInnes from Heart of Midlothian. In 7, Yasmin Perry, University of Aberdeen Performance. In 8, Kirsten Laurie from First. And in lane number 9, Dumfries Dolphins, Gemma McLeod. Now Sophie Smith has already swam a 1500 metres. Hopefully she's recovered to do the 100. Now this could be a real battle between Sophie, Roisin Ramsey, Katie Robertson, Kiana McInnes, all members of the youth squad, all under a minute. So let's see if they can all get under the minute. This could be another exciting finish. And a good start in 2, Emma Govan. And at the moment, very little at the first 25. This is, as we suspected, very close. Even the 4 in the middle are very tightly bunched. And even in lane 1, Emma Harvey going well, the Millfield Youth Development Squad member. She looks as though she's going to surprise them by turning. She's actually turned second. Sophie Smith from Arbroath St Thomas in 4. It's just taken it up. It's Sophie Smith in 4. And coming through, Katie Robertson in 3. Emma Harvey in 1 still there. Roisin Ramsey in 4 is beginning to tighten up. And Sophie Smith in 4. Roisin Ramsey in 5. Katie Robertson 3. That might be it. Coming down into the 5, it's Sophie, Roisin and Katie Robertson very close. Sophie Smith just held on, 58.18. Second place, Katie Robertson, 58.34 and 58.36. Roisin Ramsey, that was anybody's for second and third. Just Sophie Smith just prevailed on that last 15 metres. So well done, Sophie. 58.17, 58.34, 58.36, and 6 under the minute mark.
100 metres freestyle.
Yeah,
That's
you called
it.
it at the minute. At the beginning, we knew it was going to be a close one on that one.
Well done, Sophie. You've already had a 1500 metre swim, so well done for doing 100. So on to our 17-18-year-old finalists in lane 0. Lauren Perrier from First. In 1 from Wander Bass Club, Mary Swanson. In 2, Ailey Grant from Dundee City Aquatics. In lane 4 from University of Aberdeen Performance, Alice Alcaraz. Nikki Miller, South Lanarkshire in 5. She's already won the 1500 in that age category. Katie Smith, Warder Bass Club in lane 5. Caroline McIntosh, Aberdeen University Performance in 6. In 7, Megan Grant, South Aberdeenshire. In lane 8, Katie Taylor from Heart of Midlothian. And in 9 from Best, Eleanor Gracie. Well, again, 4 girls in the middle lanes. Sub a minute, Alice Alcaraz, Nikki Miller, Katie Smith and Caroline McIntosh. Well, can Nikki Miller double up 15 and 100? Anything's possible with Nikki. Getting off to a fairly level start for a 17-18-year-old 100 freestyle, and as you can see in the corner, tweet us, #Snags 2017. Over on the far side in lane number 6, going really well, Caroline McIntosh, Katie Smith in 5, in lane 7, Megan Grant, and in 4 rather, Nikki Miller coming through. It's 6 and 4, Caroline McIntosh, Nikki Miller and Katie Smith. Nikki in 4, Katie in 5, and in lane number 6, Caroline McIntosh, Nikki Miller, Katie Smith. It's those two in the middle lane. Nikki Miller still has that advantage. Jodie coming down with 25 to go. It's Nikki Miller, Katie Smith, Caroline McIntosh. It's Katie Smith fighting back. Nikki Miller just holds her. Katie Smith just fails to catch her. Nikki takes that. Katie Smith second. Caroline McIntosh third. 58.06. Katie Smith 58.32 and 58.82 for Caroline McIntosh. And again, 6 under the minute. Another really good finish there from Nikki, taking that from the centre lane.
Yeah, really impressive swimming there. As you say, she did the 1500 earlier on in the day, now coming all the way down to the 100 metres. 2 completely different races, but she's nailed them both.
Wonderful training again from Andy Figgins, her coach at East Kilbride. So, Nikki looking up and shaking her head. Was that not good enough, Nikki? Come on. You won the race. Well done. At least she's got the big smile on her face. Well done, Nikki. So again, we move on to the presentations very shortly. Our 15, 16 and 17, 18-year-olds. So again, down to the corner, and there you see, that's what we're virtually halfway through now. Next event, again at the bottom end, we have the boys 200 breaststroke final. Girls 50 breaststroke rather, will be at the bottom end of the pool, as will the 50 butterfly for boys. So we've probably gone just over halfway through the evening session.
Ladies and gentlemen, please now welcome the
So medal presentation just about to take place.
18-year-olds, 100 metres freestyle.
So our 15
The bronze medalist in the
year-olds,
age group from the University of Aberdeen Performance,
Rebecca Reid from University of Aberdeen Performance takes bronze in the 15-year-old category. Warder Bass, Rasheen Ramsey takes bronze in the 16-year-old category. And Caroline McIntosh from University of Aberdeen Performance takes bronze in the older age group. And the 50-year-old category, South Lanarkshire's Lucy Ross. 16-year-olds, Katie Robertson from South Ayrshire. And in the 17-18-year-olds from Warder Bass is Katie Smith. And our Scottish National Age Group champion in the 15-year-old age group from Mount Kelly is Georgina Dennis. In the 16-year-old age group category, Scottish National Age Group champion from Arbroath St Thomas, Sophie Smith. And our 17-18-year-old Scottish National Age Group champion from South Lanarkshire, Nikki Miller. Forbes Dunlop, Chief Executive of Scottish Swimming, doing these presentations. like Lucy Ross was getting an extra presentation there. I'm not quite sure what that was for, Jodie. I think she was a little bit surprised about it as well. So, on to event 124, the final of the 11-13-year-olds in lane 0. From Dumfries Dolphins, Elliot Sinclair. In lane 1, from first is Liam Murphy. In 2, from University of Aberdeen Performance, Cameron Travis. From Geary, in 3 is Ben Barclay. In 4, Matthew Garrity from Inverclyde. In 5, Ben Galloway, Ren 96. In 6, Tony Anderson from the City of Glasgow. In 7, Jamie Littlefield, Warner Bass Club. In 8, Thomas Christie from South Aberdeen. And Sam Harrison, Incas, in lane 9. Entry times here from the heats 2:47.30 through to 2:58.43, so a wide range of times here, Jodie. So on with the 11-13-year-olds 200 breaststroke. So what are we looking for in this one, Jodie?
So it's going to be all about pacing the race on this. Again, with the 200 metres, it's all about that third 50, making sure you go out hard enough to secure your position within the race, and then you save enough so you've got enough to push back on the third 50 and then bring it home on the final lap.
Thank you, Jodie. So these boys, all 13-year-olds making the final. No younger ages managed to get there. And Matthew Garrity from Inverclyde, he was the fastest on the heats this afternoon, 37 dead. Has an advantage of almost a second from Warner Bass, Jamie Littlefield in the red cap, which you can just see at the moment. All fairly tightly bunched, Jodie. It's anybody's race still.
Yep, lane 4 still looking good. Notice his lovely long glide as well. The stroke and technique on breaststroke is so important. Got to be as efficient as possible, get the maximum push off every single leg kick and every single glide.
So coming down to the halfway mark, still Matthew, Ben Galloway in 5 and Ben Barclay in 3, Matthew Garrity in 4, Ben Galloway in 5, and it's lane 3 with the advantage now, Ben Barclay from Geary. But still fairly tight here. There's 3 boys a little between them. Also coming through in lane 6, Tony Anderson. He's got a bit to make up on them, Jodie, but still with about 65 to go. Lanes 3 and 4, little between them.
Yeah, Ben Barclay still in the race at the moment. Matthew Garrity dropped back a little bit on that second turn, but he's looking like he's in contention again.
So let's see, as you say, did Matthew keep enough in hand? But a super turn there from the Geary lad. He's opened up probably about an extra half a metre advantage. But it's certainly game on down this final 50. Matthew Garrity beginning to fight back. A little between both boys now. Matthew just beginning to get on the shoulder. And if anything, looks as though he's just timing this perfectly. And with around 15 to go, Inverclyde lad Matthew Garrity, who just beginning to edge ahead of Ben Barclay. Third place looks as though it's going to be Ben Galloway from Ren 96. And a very well timed paced race. Matthew Garrity takes this 2:44.33, 2:45.31 for Ben Barclay, and in third place in 2:47.76 Ben Galloway. Well, what did he do right there, Jodie?
Everything about that was brilliant. Not just the fact that he won, but he timed it perfectly. That was a really mature race pace that he did. You see, at the beginning I was talking about his lovely long glide. Down that final 50, he really started to pick up that rate, and he was just chipping away, and he came through right at the end.
All about making sure you don't worry and don't panic down that penultimate 50. Just maintain your stroke, keep it nice and long, make sure that you've got plenty in reserve for that final 50, as you say. So a nicely paced race from Matthew. and also nice to see some of our smaller clubs winning. Inverclyde and Geary in 96. So moving on to our 14-year-old breaststroke finalists. In lane 0 from the City of Glasgow, Joseph Brownlee. In lane 1 from Midlothian, Lewis Thompson. In 2 from North Lanarkshire, Kerr Martin. In 3 from Geary, Finlay Cousins. In 4, Angus Allison, Inverleith. In 5, Daniel Saunders, Wandern Baths. In 6, Douglas Kelly, Mulgine Bearsden. In 7, Cameron Allison, Dumfries Dolphins. His teammate Stephen Dale Sunley in 8, and Nathan Drimley, Swim West Lothian in 9. Angus Allison in 4, 2:35.25, 2.5 seconds plus faster than Daniel Saunders from Wandern Baths. Douglas Kelly in 6. And if he'll get into the mix, the Mulgine Bearsden lad, he was only 4th fastest. Finlay Cousins from Geary, 2:38.09, was 3rd fastest getting into this final. But certainly the Inverleith lad in 4. He's been very, very dominant this last year, Jody. He's district champion in virtually every event across the field. But Douglas Kelly in lane 6 in that predominant white cap, as you can see, is off to a very good start, Jodie.
Yeah, looking really good at the moment. As we saw in that last race, it does count when you go out from the start, so he's looking good. He's keeping the glide, keeping the stroke consistency. Looks like lane 4's starting to come through. He does, he turns first in 35.22, Angus Allison.
So 100th in it. Douglas certainly probably a little bit better on the 100s and 50s. Angus Allison will, you'd expect, just begin to come through a little bit strong in the second half of the race, and he's just beginning to pull himself into the lead now. Douglas Kelly and Daniel Saunders fighting it out for 2nd and 3rd, not far behind. In lane 3, Finlay Cousins, but it's Inverleith lad, 1:14.33, 1:15.57 for Daniel Saunders. So already opened up about a body length advantage over lanes 5 and 6. So what's he going to do down this final half?
Well, he turned there in a 1:14-ish, so he's got to come back in order to beat his time from this morning in under a 1:21. So it's definitely achievable at this point. He's looking really strong. He's starting to stretch away now from the rest of the field and really pick up that momentum.
And don't discount Finlay Cousins to get perhaps into the mix for the 2nd or 3rd. Still a little bit to do to get back on terms with Daniel and Douglas. That's where the battle is for 2nd and 3rd, but you're no question about the winner of this one. Jody is well clear with 25 to go. He's probably got about 5 or 6 metre advantage and beginning to extend that even further down this final 20. Oh, a super swim from Angus. He's going to take this very, very easily. Looks as though Daniel Saunders may just prevail and get 2nd ahead of Douglas Kelly. No doubt about Angus taking that 2:32.77. Close for 2nd. Finlay Cousins gets up. And Finlay Cousins 2:37.98. Just snatches 2nd ahead of Daniel Saunders 2:38.05. Well, I did mention that Finlay Cousins had a lot to do to get back on terms, but don't discount him. And the Geary man did indeed get into 2nd place at the death. Had a super swim from Angus, virtually dominated almost from the 50 out. And there we have nice strong finish from Angus. So on to our 15-year-old finalists. In lane 0 from University of Aberdeen Performance, Andrew Arthur. In lane 1 from North Lanarkshire, Sam Glenn. In 2 from South Lanarkshire, Ethan Horn. In 3 from North Lanarkshire, Greg Fairbairn. In 4 from Swim West Lothian, John Keane. Rory Dixon, North Ayrshire, is in 5. Ethan Lindsay, University of Aberdeen Performance, in 6. Luke Mitchell from Perth City in 7. Daniel Parker, Wander Baths, in 8. And Callum Hills from Carnegie in 9. John Keane, 2:31.65. Very dominant in the heat, so what do we expect that John will do in this one, Jodie?
Hopefully better time from this morning. That's always the aim for these swimmers. Post a consistent time in the morning, beat it in the final.
Of course, all these swimmers swam this morning, the 15 and upwards, so they've had a little bit longer to rest than their 11 through 14-year-olds. So our 15-year-old 200 metre breaststroke final now underway. Pretty level after 15, but already in that sort of bluish cap in lane 4. John Keane. Rory Dixon in 5, well there, also in lane 6 and 7. Rory Dixon, Ethan Lindsay, and in lane 2, Ethan Horn. However, John Keane's got up to a good start there, Jodie, at the first 50.
Yeah, looking really good, 33.4 as he turns there ahead of the rest of the field. Again, looking pretty strong, very, very comfortable. Nice rhythm on his breaststroke there.
So both the boys in the middle lanes just beginning to pull away slightly. That's certainly what you would expect, the way that it's seeded. 4.536 is how it should finish. Doesn't always turn out that way. And John Keane at the moment still maintains about a body length advantage. Rory Dixon in 2nd, 3rd place in lane 3, Greg Fairbairn. And it's certainly going to form at the halfway mark, Jodie. John, a good advantage.
Yeah, expect to see him start kicking on now. There were 4 seconds between him and the next fastest swimmer in the heats from this morning. So I expect to see him really ramping it up now, picking up that stroke rate, powering home.
And still just over a body length advantage as we get to the final turn. So it looks as though this will be Swim West Lothian's first appearance on the podium in 1st place. Good turn from Rory Dixon, maintains a good 2nd. Looks as though Greg Fairbairn in lane 3 is going to have to settle for 3rd place. And coming through, Rory Dixon just beginning to put a challenge in, and Rory's beginning to fight back. Rory Dixon, not much between the two boys now. John's got his work cut out over this final 10. John Keane and Rory Dixon. John Keane, Rory Dixon. It's John Keane's just going to take this. Oh, 2:29.88, 2:29.91, and 3rd place, Greg Fairbairn. Oh, what a fantastic finish there. I thought he was just going to get caught.
Absolutely phenomenal swimming, 0.03 in it in the end. He absolutely smashed that final 25 metres. I don't know where that came from.
Neither do I. That's fantastic. 2:29.88, 2:29.91, literally on the touch. Greg Fairbairn in 3rd place, 2:34.57.
That's nearly 6 seconds off his time from the heats this morning.
Yeah, certainly North Ayrshire lad must have been saving himself from this morning. Nip and tuck down that final 5 metres. Just ran out of water. So we have a slight pause. We pass on to presentations again. Ben Galloway, our 11-13-year-old bronze medalist. Daniel Sanders, the bronze medalist. Ben Barclay from Geary, our silver medalist. Also from Geary, Finlay Cousins in the 14-year-old category. And Matthew Guarantee from Inverclyde, the Scottish National Age Group champion in the 11-13-year-old category. And in the 14-year-old category,
Scottish National Age Group champion from Inverclyde is Angus Allison. Jodie, I normally see Angus Allison with lucky hair. He's obviously got his hair cut especially for this 5 days, so certainly means business and meant business in that one.
More streamlined.
So back to the action in the pool. 200 breaststroke 16-year-old finalists in lane 0. Representing first is Keir Edgar. In lane 1, representing Inverclyde, Thomas Cannon. In lane 2, representing North Lanarkshire swim team, is Callum Warnock. In lane number 3, representing Swim West Lothian, Daniel Ferguson. In lane number 4, representing South Lanarkshire, Andrew McIntosh. In lane 5, representing Wanderbass, Archie Goodburn. In lane 6, representing Carnegie, Greg Rowe. In 7, representing South Lanarkshire, Ewan McMurray. In lane number 8, representing Wanderbass, Callum Chittleborough. And in 9, from the City of Glasgow, Nathan McGraw. Well, 2 youth squad members, Andrew McIntosh, South Lanarkshire, 2:25.85. Archie Goodburn in 5 from Wanderbass, 2:26.62. Will the race be between these two, or can Daniel Ferguson in 3, Greg Rowe in 6 upset the apple cart here? Certainly Andrew McIntosh, breaststroke specialist, you'd fancy him, and off to a good start there from Andrew. Archie Goodburn also well there in lane 5, and those two are off to a very good start there, Jodie.
Yep, looking good. There's not much between them at the moment, but it does look like lane number 5, as you're saying, Archie Goodburn making headway. Hot on his heels, Andrew McIntosh still in contention at the moment, coming up to this first turn.
Greg Rowe in 6 also going well. Archie turns just ahead of Andrew and Greg. 32, 32, 32.80, 32.94, so half a second in it. Daniel Ferguson lying in 4th, so it looks, even at this early stage, that the 4 middle lanes are going to dominate this one, Jodie.
Yep, certainly looks that way. Lane number 5, looking really, really strong. Really gliding into each stroke. This is a brilliant battle so far as we come into the 100-metre turn.
Archie just with the advantage, 109.80, 109.54 for Archie, 109.80 for Andrew McIntosh, so quarter of a second, and McIntosh just beginning to get on the shoulder of Archie and probably just ease slightly past. This is going to be some battle down this final 50 if the Wonder Man can just hold it together. And at the moment, Andrew's just beginning to put a little bit additional pressure on Archie. And at the turn, Archie with a bit to do to get back in terms with Andrew McIntosh. Good turn from Andrew, got a body length advantage. Greg Rowe and also Daniel Ferguson battling it out for the minor places. But it's between those two, Jodie, coming down with 25 to go.
Yeah, I think Andrew McIntosh is going to take this one. He's looking like he means business. So we're at body length ahead now. And
certainly Andrew McIntosh, as you say, Jodie, he looks good to take this. He's pulling further away from Archie. And Andrew McIntosh is going to take this. Super time, 2:22.15. Archie takes second, 2:24.81. And in third place, Daniel Ferguson, 2:28.40. So just as it was in the heats 4, 5 and 3. Good to see these lads congratulating one another on a super swim. So Andrew 2:22.15, 2.5 seconds or so faster than Archie, just dying at the end. Wonder lad 2:24.81. Daniel Ferguson 2:28.40 in third. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. Greg Rowe just touched out for 4th place. So back to the action in the pool. In lane 0, 17-18-year-olds, and from Highland, Jacob Duncan. In 1 from the City of Glasgow, David Muir. In 2 from South Ayrshire, Ewan Leslie. In 3 from Warner Baths is Thomas McSkimming. Teammate George Clough in 4, Cameron Muir, South Ayrshire in 5, Fraser Allison, Warner Baths Club in 6, Jack Green from Arbroath St Thomas in 7, Ryan Retson from First in 8, and Gregor Barrett from Elgin in 9. So 4 middle lanes, 3 Warner Baths in 3, 4 and 6 Cameron Muir from South Ayrshire in 5. Little between George Clough and Cameron Muir from the heats, 2:24.38, 2:24.69. Certainly fancy those two to be battling it out for first and second. So our 17-18-year-old 200 breaststroke final now underway. Good start in lane number 2, Ewan Leslie from South Ayrshire, as was Cameron Muir, his teammate, in 4. George Clough also well there in 4. So already George Clough in 4, just beginning to nudge ahead of Cameron Muir in 5. In 2, Ewan Leslie. And at the first 50, it's lane 4 with the advantage. George Clough just ahead of Cameron Muir, 32.24, 32.95, just over half a second. And still as we were down this second straight, Jodie. And what are these lads going to have to keep doing over the next 50 or so to get them in a position?
Yeah, a lot of this is about the leg kick in the breaststroke. That's where all the power comes from. So it's about conserving enough energy in the legs to be able to power home, as I said. But it's all about keeping the momentum up as well. As soon as you start to drop the momentum, it's difficult to pick it back up again. But if you keep it consistent throughout, it's easy to build and build and build, and then finally power away.
So a second and a half advantage that George Clough had at the halfway mark. Cameron Muir still about a body length behind in second, and you fancy these certainly 1-2, and the Wonder Man just beginning to pull a little bit further away here, Jodie.
Yep, and just a quick clock check on that one, 1:43.33. The time here for the Common Youth qualification is a 2:19.17. He is within the age categories for that to be eligible.
And coming down with just around 25 to go. George Clough looks very comfortable to take this. Cameron Muir second. Third place, it looks as though that's going to be Fraser Allison in lane 6. That's our 1, 2, 3. Let's just see what the time that George is going to post. 2:17 coming up. Is he going to be there or thereabouts? 2:19.43. Second place is certainly going to be Cameron Muir. 2:23.82 and 2:25.32 for Fraser Allison. Just outside 2:19.17. So about a quarter of a second out of it, and as you can see, a smidgen. Still super race there that George did everything right throughout, just failed by a quarter of a second. Not quite sure whether we have another month or so before that window closes. Jodie, if you can confirm that.
Yep, so the British Championships will be the final opportunity for the nomination times for the Common Youth Games, so they do have another chance, as you say, in about a month's time. So take away what he's done today and hopefully build on it next time.
Of course, that's down at Sheffield. That's down, I believe that's 18th through to the 23rd of April. And unfortunately, as you can see on the screen, disqualification lane 7 for a technical infringement. No change in our 1, 2, 3. George Clough, Cameron Muir and Fraser Allison. So that concludes all the action at that end of the pool. Once we have our presentations, Jodie, we move to the bottom end for 50s. We have 2 50s coming up at the very end, as you can see from the screen. Girls 50 breaststroke. That's growing that one. The 14-year-olds will be a strong fancy. 50 butterfly follows that one. Back to bottom end of the pool for medal presentations of 15-year-olds. So, bronze medalist, 15-year-old Greg Fairbairn from North Lanarkshire. Sixteen-year-olds from Swim West Lothian, Daniel Ferguson. And Fraser Allison, Warder Baths, our bronze medalist in the 17-18-year-old category. Rory Dixon just touched out by 300s for the silver medal in the 15-year-old category. Archie Goodburn in the 16-year-olds taking silver from Warder Baths. And South Ayrshire's Cameron Muir, our silver medalist in the 17-18-year-olds. And our 15-year-old national age group champion from West Lothian, John Keane. Andrew McIntosh is the Scottish national age group champion in the 16-year-old category from South Lanarkshire. And Cameron Muir, Warder Baths, is the Scottish national age group champion in the 17-18-year-old category. So as you can see, the camera's now panned to the other end of the pool. 5 more finals of 50 breaststroke to come. This is the 11-13-year-old category. So in lane 0, Yasmin Ali from Warder Baths Club. In 2, also from Warder Baths, is Lucy Trotter and her teammate in 2, Sophie Hull. In lane 3, from the city of Glasgow, is Sashka Wade. In 4, Olivia Lee, Mount Kelly. In 5, Emma Parker, Swim West Lothian. In 6, Jessica Pocas from Carlisle Aquatics. In lane 7, Alicia Greenshields from the city of Birmingham. In lane 8, Eilish Shiegel from East Lothian Swim Team. And in lane 9, Alice Knight from First. So Olivia Lee, Mount Kelly, 37.09 was fastest in the heats. Emma Parker in 5, Swim West Lothian, 37.43. So it's important to get a good start in this one. It's the 2 girls in 4 and 5, Olivia and Emma. So the 50 breaststroke 11-13-year-old final underway, all off to a fairly level start. Very, very difficult to pick out a leader at this early stage. Jodie may just be in the centre lane, lane 4. Olivia Lee with the slight advantage. Also well there, Sashka Wade in 3. At lane 4 with the advantage, Olivia Lee. And coming down with 5 to go, Olivia Lee in 6. Jessica Crocat. In lane 4, it's Olivia's taking it very close for second. Jess Procat in second, and third place, Sophie Hull. So all over the place in that one, Jodie, as you'd expect. Olivia took that in 36.10. Jess 36.53 and 36.75. Sophie Hull. Sashka Wade 36.91. We can let you know that that is a new Scottish national age group record in the 11-year-old category. Sashka, of course, turns 12 this year, but that's another City of Glasgow national age group record, with Katie Shannon already going earlier this evening rather. So on to our 14-year-old in lane 0 from Perth City, Shona Graham. In 1, Anna Coulston from First. In 2, Kitty Chan from the city of Glasgow. In 3, Katie Goodburn, Wander Baths. In 4, Ellie Riley, Heart of Midlothian. Sophie Huggan from Carlisle Aquatics in 5. Ola Stanton from Kinross in 6. Iona Trainer is in lane 7 from City of Ely. In 8, Rona Bowie, University of Aberdeen Performance, and Megan Ruddy, South Lanarkshire in 9. Well, in 6, Ola Stanton won this event last year from Ellie Riley. Ellie Riley was fastest in the heats, 33.94. She was very impressive, so I think she'll take a lot of beating in this one, but you never know. Katie Goodburn, could Katie come up with the goods again in this one and surprise us? Let's see, Ellie and Sophie in 4 and 5. 14-year-old breaststroke final. A good start in lane 3, Katie Goodburn, and already Katie Goodburn, Ellie Riley in 4 now coming through. Looks to be between these two at the moment. Ellie Riley in lane 4 coming through to take it up. Katie Goodburn in 3 going well. Sophie Huggan in 5, and it looks as though this is an Edinburgh 1-2. It looks like Ellie Riley, Katie Goodburn very close for third place at Ola Stanton perhaps, and that is indeed winning Ellie Riley 33.98, almost as she was in the heats. Katie Goodburn 34.59 in second, Ola Stanton 35.29 in third. That's a Hearts girl finishing strongly. 33.94, 33.98. Well, don't worry, you've won the race early. Katie Goodburn second and Ola Stanton third. So on to our 15-year-old finalists. In lane 0 we have Kirsty Peng from Wander Baths. In 1, Kirsten Russell from East Lothian Swim Team. In 2, Zara Keegan from South Lanarkshire. In 3, Ailey Redpath from Midlothian. In 4, Lucy Ross, South Lanarkshire. In 5, from East Lothian Swim Team, Bridget Lemusier. In 6, South Lanarkshire's Erin Snow. In 7, from Wander Baths, Emily Crew. In 8, Yvonne Brown, South Lanarkshire. And 9, Louise Woolley, University of Aberdeen Performance, South Lanarkshire. Represented in 4 of the 10 lanes here, and Lucy Ross will be a strong fancy 33.65 youth performance member. Can Bridget in lane 5 upset the apple cart here? See Louise Woolley in 9. 15-year-old 50 breaststroke final. Hashtag Snags 2017. Please send us your tweets. And Lucy Ross already in lane 4. Jodie off to a good start.
Yeah, it's so important on these 50 metres. You've got to get away from the blocks. You've got to get a good reaction time. She looks really good at the moment after the 25-metre mark, still ahead.
Certainly Lucy Ross certainly has that advantage. Bridget Lemusier and Ailey Redpath between her, but Lucy Ross looks as though she's just got enough in hand to take this. Bridget looks as though she's going to get second ahead of Ailey. Lucy Ross close for second. Is in fact Lucy Ross that takes that 33.78. Bridget Lemusier 34.38 in second, and Ailey Redpath 34.42 in third. So again, centre lanes 4, 5 and 3 dominating that one. There you see it. Perfect to get that long stroke at the very death.
Yeah, it's a fine balance on these 50s. You know, you've got to get the technique there, obviously, but make sure you don't panic. Make sure you don't over-rotate. You've got to keep calm and make sure you just keep a consistent and a solid stroke throughout.
So that means we move to presentations again. So our 11, 13-year-olds first of all. So a bronze medalist from Warder Baths is Sophie Houle, bronze medalist in the 11-13-year-old category. In the 14-year-old category is Ola Stanton from Kinross. Silver medalist from Carlisle Aquatics, Jess Procas. And the silver medalist in the 14-year-old category from Warder Baths, Katie Goodburn. That's 2 seconds for Katie this evening. And our Scottish National Age Group champion in the 11-13-year-old age group category from Mount Kelly is Olivia Lee. And our Scottish National Age Group champion in the 14-year-old age group category from Heart of Midlothian, Ellie Riley. So great to see these girls on the podium. Looks like an extra presentation there for young lady from Carlisle Aquatics, Jess Procas. So we move back to the other end of the pool for our 6-year-olds. So in lane 0 from the University of Aberdeen Performance is Jennifer Storm. In lane 2 from Highland, Amy Mackay. In lane 2 from East Lothian Swim Team, Katie Walker. In lane 3 from Heart of Midlothian, Kiana McInnes. In lane 4 from South Ayrshire is Katie Robertson. In 5 from South Lanarkshire, Katie Lynch. In lane 6 from Best, Sarah Frizzell. In lane 7 from Stirling Swim, Jennifer Pollock. Her teammate in 8, Amy Malone. And in lane 9 from East Lothian Swim Team, Anna Balfour. So Katie Robertson 32.68, that's the best part of 2 seconds faster than Katie Lynch. So the youth squad member will be a very strong fancy to take this one. 32.30 is the time to get into that youth Olympics. So let's see if she can do that. Off to a very good start is Katie. And next to her, Kiana McInnes from Heart of Midlothian, going well, much better at butterfly, but no slouch on breaststroke either. And Katie Robertson really beginning to stretch down this final 20. Kiana McInnes certainly has second place, very close for third, but that's her 1-2. Katie Robertson takes that 32.48. Kiana takes second in 34.33, and third place Katie Lynch 34.88. So Katie Lynch getting up to take third place. Katie Robertson not far off that time, 32.30, just 18 hundredths, 32.48.
Ladies and gentlemen, please now welcome the finalists for the 17-18-year-old.
Stretching out towards the wall, but just a fraction out. But like George earlier on, just about a quarter of a second out. But she'll have the British as well to look forward to. So back to the other end of the pool, and our 17-18-year-olds in lane 0 from Orkney, Molly Blanche. In lane 1 from Mulgine Bearsden, Zoe McDonald. In 2 from Alfred Otter, Orla Edwards. In 3, Anya Reid from First. In 4 from Midlothian, Beth McFarlane. In 5, Laura Harrison, Ellesmere. In lane 6, Naomi Van Doggen from Alton District. In 7, Louise Ross from Lerwick. In 8, Anna Pollock, Stirling Swim. And in 9, Mary Swanson from Warner Baths. So Beth McFarlane 34.69 was just a little bit faster than the remaining girls in this, but this could go anywhere, Jodie. Very tight in entries.
Yeah, there's just 0.3 that separates the three girls in the middle at the moment from this morning's swim.
So quickly into her stroke was Beth McFarlane in the green cap from Midlothian. Also well there, Laura Harrison from Ellesmere, and Anya Reid in 3 is coming through nice and strongly. It's Anya Reid in 3, Beth McFarlane in 4. At the moment it's those two, also well there, all Edwards in 2, and it's the first swimmer in 3, Anya Reid. Anya Reid also finishing, Zoe McDonald, Anya Reid, Zoe McDonald. That's the 1-2, very close for third, Laura Harrison in third. Anya Reid takes that 34-12. Zoe McDonald from lane 1, 34-50. Laura Harris in the middle lane in 5, 34-52. So, as we were saying, that could have come from anywhere. Indeed it did. Anya Reid, certainly she swam pretty well this morning in the heats, and expect her to be prominent. But Zoe McDonald getting up to take second. She didn't have a very good swim this morning. She'll be pleased to get on the podium in that one. You see her finishing very strongly on the near side to get up to take second, but Anya Reid just stretches, takes that by 0.38 from Zoe. So that's the last girls event of this evening. We finish off with the presentations for the girls, Jodie, then we'll be back up to the other end of the pool for the boys 50 metres butterfly. So a lot of exciting finishes we've had so far this evening. That's what we expect with the 50s. We had that with the breaststroke final 300, so good to see some exciting finishes this evening. So on to our 15-year-old bronze medalist from Midlothian, Ailey Redpath. Katie Lynch, South Lanarkshire, was the bronze medalist in the 16-year-old category. And as you've just seen, Laura Harrison from Ellesmere County in the 17-18-year-old category taking bronze. Our silver medalist from East Lothian swim team, Bridget Lemusier. Our 16-year-old silver medalist from Heart of Midlothian, Kiana McInnes. And in the 17-18-year-old category, Zoe McDonald from Gown Bearsden. Scottish National Age Group champion in the 15-year-old category is South Lanarkshire's Lucy Ross. In the 16-year-old age group category, Scottish National champion is Katie Robertson, South Ayrshire. And from first, our 17-18-year-old age group champion, Anya Reid. And I suspect that's Beth McFarlane just getting commiserations there from Colin, our coach. Nothing worse than going into the final, swimming the fastest time in the heats and not getting yourself on the podium. But yeah, certainly that's what happens with the sprints. Got to get off to a good start and maintain. So over to the other end of the pool, our 50 butterfly finalist in the 11-13-year-old category, Rory McKinnon from Scotia in 0, Bradley Fawn from Bangor in 1, Callum Rose, Warner Baths in 2, 3 Harry Nicholson, Durham City in 3, Cameron Travis, University of Aberdeen Performance in 4, in 5 Cameron Gordon, Dumfries Dolphins, in 6 Jake Kirkham from First, in 7 Jack Smith, Carlisle Aquatics, in lane 8 Jamie McGregor, Perth City, and Ren 96's Ewan Houston in lane 9. All these lads are indeed 13 this year, so entry times Cameron Travis 29.63, Cameron Gordon in 5 29.83, Harry Nicholson 30.96, so 2 centre lanes sub 30. Will there be any more under that magic 30-second mark? Good start, good long start in lane number 4 from Cameron Travis. Didn't do too much with his arms, plenty of leg kick, and he certainly got off to a good start. And coming down to the halfway mark in lane 4 is Cameron Travis, Cameron Gordon in 5. In lane 3, Harry Nicholson. That's our 1, 2, 3, and coming down to the death, it's Cameron Travis, Cameron Gordon, and in fact Cameron Gordon on the touch just got that. 29.32, 29.43 Cameron Travis, and Harry Nicholson 30.08. And if we see a finish of that. You'll see just the way the arms came over. Cameron Gordon got up there, Jodie, just to snatch that at the death.
Yeah, all these technical elements on the 50s are so important. You've got 30 seconds or less to impress, so making sure the technical elements are there. This finish just here, you can see.
Yeah.
Right in there on the stroke.
Yeah, just got that extra stroke in that little bit quicker, and that's what made the difference between first and second. Back to the other end of the pool, our 14-year-old finalists. In lane 0 from North Ayrshire, Fraser Kelly. In lane 1 from Geary, Finlay Cousins. In 2 from Swim West Lothian, Miles Lapsley. In 3 from Millfield, Sean Patrick McGowan. In 4, Mark Ford from South Lanarkshire. In 5, Douglas Kelly, Mulgine Bearstead. Marcus Killian, Ronchester. In 6, Bruce Proctor, Dumfries Dolphins. 8 is Jack Munsey, Perth City, and Cameron Thompson from Best in lane 9. And as I said earlier, Mark Ford, Butterfly, 28.01. Douglas Kelly, 28.16 in lane 5. This will be a battle, and don't discount Sean Patrick McGowan from Millfield in 3:28.24. This has the makings of a cracker, and Douglas Kelly in 5 probably got the slightly better start from Mark Ford, and coming down with about halfway to go, it's Douglas Kelly, Mark Ford, Douglas Kelly, Mark Ford, Sean Patrick McGowan, Douglas Kelly, Sean Patrick McGowan, Mark Ford. This is a tight one. Douglas Kelly, Sean Patrick McGowan, Douglas Kelly, Sean Patrick McGowan, Mark Ford. That's how it finishes. Douglas Kelly 27.64, 27.86. Sean Patrick McGowan and 27.88. Mark Ford. What a finish there, boys. Well, that was some race there, Jodie.
Yes, so close into the finish. We were talking about how important it is to get right on that stroke. You see coming in here, Douglas Kelly absolutely nails that finish on a whole stroke.
He got off to a very good start and just kept that kick going and the arms and just timed it perfectly, Jodie. Beautiful race for Mulgine Bearstead lad to take that. So on to our 15-year-old finalists. In lane 0 from West Dunbartonshire, Sam Miller. In lane 1 from Wonderbass, Joe Ewing. In 2 from East Lothian Swim Team, Edward Alsop. In lane 3 from South Ayrshire, Oscar Smiley. In 4 from Midlothian, Fraser Wilson. In 5, Stirling Swims, Tomasa Danova. In lane 6, Ryan Robertson, City of Glasgow. In 7, from Heart of Midlothian, Rory Young. In 8, Wonderbasses, Ian Rose and Alistair Dunn, Swim West Lothian in 9. Well, Fraser Wilson 28.06, Tommaso Danova 28.09. A little between them, but Oscar Smiley 28.32, Ryan Robertson 28.36. Not that much behind. Again, this has the makings of another tight finish, Jodie.
Yep, absolutely. Really close in these middle 2 lanes.
So the 15-year-old butterfly for boys final underway, and in the green cap, Fraser Wilson probably just has a slight advantage coming down halfway. Thomas Danova is beginning to get up and challenge. It's Fraser and Thomas. Fraser Wilson, Thomas Danova. It's between those two. Very close for third. Strongly, Joe Ewing is going to be on the touch. Fraser Wilson just takes that. Tommaso Danova 27.53, 27.57, and Joe Ewing from lane 1 27.81 did indeed get third. And Fraser Wilson looks up and says, yes, I've just got it by 400ths. 300s difference in the heats, 400s in the final. Another tight finish, boys, well done. And Joe Ewing, as you can see, in that near side, just about getting up to upset the apple cart. Unfortunately, just a glide there didn't. If it had that extra stroke, who knows what might have happened. There you have Fraser coming in lane 4, camera action.
Yeah, it's a real fine balance on these 50-metre races. You've got to make that judgment call right at the end. Do I take that tiny little stroke and just edge it, or do I glide in at the end? It's a tricky one.
So Harry Nicholson from Durham City, our bronze medalist in the 11-13-year-old category. Mark Ford having to settle for third place from South Lanarkshire in the 14-year-old age group. The two Camerons, that's Cameron Travis from University of Aberdeen Performance, having to settle for second place. Have they got the right Camerons in the right place? I think the boys know where they meant to be.
Start with the easy one.
Yeah, certainly Cameron Travis is our 11-13-year-old silver medalist, and Sean Patrick McGowan from Millfield. We'll let them just sort this out for a moment. Certainly Cameron Gordon was 0.1 faster in that one. So we're just waiting on them sorting this one out. We had Cameron Gordon 29.32, Cameron Travis was 29.43. So I think Alan just coming in to adjudicate the correct order here.
Maybe checking the scores on her phone.
As we said, please send us your tweets, hashtag Snags 2017. And our Scottish National Age Group champion in 11-13-year-old category is indeed Cameron Gordon, and in the 14-year-old age group category, Scottish National champion from Mulganbearsten, Douglas Kelly. I don't know if they sorted that out, Jodie, but they got there eventually.
Yep, glad we sorted that out.
Yep. So back to the other end of the pool for our 16-year-old finalists in lane 0 from Warderbass, Lewis Burrow. Teammate Jamie Booth is in lane 1. In 2 from first, Ryan Ferguson. In 3 from Western Bartonshire, Carol Barrett. In lane 4 from Warderbass, Archie Goodburn. In lane 5 from South Lanarkshire, Andrew McIntosh. In lane 6, Daniel Ferguson, Swim West Lothian. In 7, Maxwell Cattermole, Arbroath St Thomas. And in lane 8, from Carnegie, Greg Rowe. In lane 9, Angus Nichol, City of Glasgow. Well, can Archie Goodburn get his revenge in this one? 26.54, 27.27 from Andrew McIntosh. You'd certainly fancy Archie in this one in the butterfly. And you're doing well to get second in this one. Breaststroke certainly his forte, but can he get close to Archie in this one? So our 50 butterfly final for 16-year-olds. Archie Goodburn in 4, probably off to a good start, Jodie.
Yeah, looking really good. Stroking it out on this 50 metres.
Also well there, Carol Barrett in 3 from Western Bartonshire, and those two boys looks to have it between them. It's Archie Goodburn and Carol Barrett. Archie Goodburn, Carol Barrett close for third. Archie Goodburn, Carol Barrett third place. Looks like Andrew McIntosh. It's Archie Goodburn that takes this. 26.15, 26.44 for Carol Barrett, and Andrew McIntosh 27.06 in third place. Well, Archie's pleased with that one, but I'm sure Carol Barrett in second place from Western Barton. Nice to see him in second place, get himself on the podium. Dad Mark will be delighted with that one as Archie comes head down, getting that arm over. Nice splash at the end. So our final event, 17-18-year-olds in lane 0 Jonah Walsh from Warndon Baths. In 1 from North Lanarkshire, Thomas Balfour. In 2 from the City of Glasgow, Joe Watt. In 3 from South Lanarkshire, Mark Hill. In 4 from University of Aberdeen Performance, Tom Bealey. In 5 from Perth City, Scott McClay. In 6 from North Ayrshire, Adam Kirkwood. In 7 from South Aberdeenshire is Taylor Davidson. In lane 8 from University of Aberdeen Performance, Finlay Deans. And in lane 9 from First, Mark Elric. Well, Tom Bealey 26 dead, Scott McClay 26-28. Will they have the race between them in this one, Jodie? 24:57 is the time they've got to try and achieve. It's a big ask to take over a second from your time from the heats. But I'm sure they'll be trying. After a good start in lane number 5, Scott McClay, Perth City man. Also well there, Mark Hill in 3. Tom Bealey between them in 4. And it looks to be between these 3. And coming down into the stretch, Tom Bealey in 4, Scott McClay and Mark Hill. Mark Hill takes it 25.85. Sorry, Tom Bealey takes that 24.44. Scott McClay 25.65. Mark Hill 25.85. And that's our 1, 2, 3. Tom Bealey just timed that perfectly to come through strongly at the end, Jodie.
Yeah, absolutely. He put his head down, didn't breathe for the final 7 strokes. Really paid off in the end. He just edged in front of the rest of the field. 25.44.
Another tight finish there. Now you see it. Tom just gets up, takes it just ahead of Scott. And Mark Hill in 3rd place. So that ends the swimming this evening, Jodie. A lot of very tight finishes there to finish us.
Yeah, some great swimming tonight. We had one of our swimmers underneath the elusive Commie Youth Games nomination time.
Yeah, that was Lexi Waller, I believe. Yep. So, and 2 national age group records, both from the City of Glasgow girls, Katie Shanahan and Sashka Wade. So our final set of presentations, Joe Ewing from the Warner Bass Club in the 15-year-old category taking bronze. Mark Hill, the 17-18-year-old. Andrew McIntosh, our 16-year-old bronze medalist. Tomasa Donova, our silver medalist in the 15-year-old category. Andrew Carol Barrett from Western Barton, our silver medalist in the 6-year-old category. And Scott McClay, silver medalist in 17-18-year-old category. Scottish National Age Group champion in the 15-year-old category from Midlothian is Fraser Wilson. Scottish National Age Group champion in the 16-year-old category is Archie Goodburn. As you've just seen, in the 17-18-year-old category, Scottish National Age Group champion is Tom Bealey from University of Aberdeen. So I hope you've enjoyed the evening proceedings. That concludes everything this evening. It's been delightful to have Jodie with me this evening, as you can see on your screen. Please mention anything you have on Twitter, hashtag Snags2017. Please send us your messages. Coverage is just about finished, but please send these over this evening and over the next 4 days. All the live coverage for all the evening sessions is available on YouTube, so if you have missed anything once the session finishes, please join us again on YouTube. So the session just about closing off. Swimmers will be glad to get back home, recharge the batteries. We get underway with the evening session again tomorrow. think it's 5:15 start. But the swimmers will be back in the pool, 8 o'clock warm-up for an 8 o'clock start. And as you can see, hashtag Snags 2017 from myself, Robert Taylor and Jodie Laresh. It's good evening and we look forward to seeing you back tomorrow.
Exceeding expectations in the delivery of outstanding, best value legal services to businesses, organisations and private individuals. If you want to deal with a different kind of law firm, get in touch now.